Good morning, Center 2. We are now going to move into the topic of money. Yay! Okay, so today we're going to be learning about coins and cents. So, way back in the days, we used to have a $2 coin, and this is the $2 coin. We no longer have it around, it's not usually used. People save it as, like they save it just to have it as, to remember. And yeah, so we used to have a $2 coin. Now we have paper $2, right? We only use the $1 coin most frequently these days. So this is how it used to look. But we're going to start off all the way at the smallest money value that we have. The smallest money we can have is 1 single cent. And this is the 1 cent. Now we're going to learn a little bit about what's on the back, what's on the front. Click on it. The front of it shows Queen Elizabeth II. And it is made of aluminum. And there's the picture of Queen Elizabeth II along with the words. Let's take a look at the back. So the back of it shows the value of the money, which is 1. Around it are some scallop lines or leaves, laurel leaves. We have our name here, Belize, and this is the year when the 1 cent was created. The year can vary. It always shows you the year when this particular coin was made. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 5 cents. So this is the second smallest money value that we have. It's worth 5 cents, which means 5 of the single 1 cent here. Again, the front has Queen Elizabeth II. Let's take a look at the back. The back has the value 5 cents, our country's name, Belize, and the year that this particular 5 cents was made was in 2009, and it's surrounded with beaded circle. Let's take a look at 20. Okay, let's take a look at the 10 cents. This is the third lowest value. So the 10 cents would represent 2 of these 5. If you put a 5 and a 5 together, you get 10. So this 10 cents means you have 2 of this 5, or it could also mean you have 10 of this 1 cent. Again, the front shows Queen Elizabeth II. Let's look at the back. The back shows the 10 cents. It has the beaded circle around it, and we have Belize. And the year this 10 cent was made was in 2000. Let's take a look at the 25 cents. 25 cents. Okay, so again, Queen Elizabeth. Look at the back. 25 cents. The year this was made was 2007. Belize on top, and again, the beaded circle. 50 cents. 50 cents is bigger than the 25 cents, and we're going to look at some real money in a short while. We'll show you some of them. So I just want to go over all the cents that we have. This 25 cents means we have 2. This 50 cents means we have 2 25 cents, and we can also make 50 cents by using other denominations, right? Denominations of money here. Okay, so let's look at the back of this 50 cents. It has 50 cents as the value of the money. Belize again, and this was made in 2010, and again it has the beaded circle. And let's take a look at the dollar. So this is one of our old version of our dollar. This is still around. You can still find dollars like this. So it has, again, Queen Elizabeth II, $1. This particular dollar was, let's see when it was made, in 1990. And it has $1, the value, number 1 there. And the ship that it has, remember we did Christopher Columbus. We spoke a little bit about him, and we changed the name of the day from Christopher Columbus Day to Pan American Day. So this dollar that we used to have in 1990 represented the 3 sailing ships of Christopher Columbus arriving in Belize. So cool fact to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at a newer version of the dollar. This is also Belize dollar, but this is like the newer version of the dollar. This was made later on in 2012. So it has, instead of the Christopher Columbus ship, we now change it to the Central Bank of Belize to represent the 30th anniversary of how long the bank has been opened at that time in 2012. And this is a little picture of the way the bank looks. And then the front of it, we have the $1 value, was made in 2012. And then this little picture here, or this little symbol here, is the majestic Jabiru Stark in flight in the center. So let's look at how the $2 bills used to look. At the front, it had the coat of arms. You recognize that? Belize, and then $2. The coat of arms is a symbol that represents, you know, what people used to do back in the days, the mahogany industry. And then remember our theme here that's also on the flag, Sub Umbra Florio, means under the shade I flourish. And let's take a look at the back of that. So at the back, it has the I think that's, yeah, the 200th anniversary of the Battle of St. George's Key. And this was made back in 17, well, it started from 1798. That's when the battle started. And then the year that it was created was in 1998. And if you can see, it has the ships here. So let's find out about the ships. The HMS Merlin, supported by 2 Bayman gun flats, advancing towards the enemy. So it's actually a depiction of the battle that happened, right? We no longer have the $2 coin. We just use the $2 bill. So keep watching the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the coins. Here with me, I have 1 cent, 5 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, dollar, and the 10 cents. So I'm gonna pick up one of these and we're gonna come close to it to see if we can find out the year that it was made. All right, let's see if you can see it. This was made in 2017. So this one is newer. Let's look at a different one because they all have different years on them. Okay, this one was made in 2016. And you can look at all of the coins. They all have the year. So we're gonna be looking at, let's take out 1, 2, 3. If I wanted to get 3 cents, this is the only way that I could get 3 cents, by counting out 3 cents. If I want 4 cents, I have to use cents to get that. If I want 2 cents, I have to use the cents to get that. So you would, to get some numbers or small money underneath 5 cents, you have to use the 1 cent. That's the only way you can get it. And if I want 5 cents, I could take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents to make 5 cents. But wouldn't it be hard to take with you 5 little cents like this just to get 5 cents? That's why we have converted it into 1 cent that represents 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents is represented by this, by just 5 cents. So I could have either 5 1 cents or a 5 cents. Same thing, if I want 10 cents, I would need to have 10 of these cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I could just have 2 5 cents. Wouldn't it be easier to just have this instead of having all of that? Yes, it would. But if I don't want to have 2 of these 5 cents, I could also have just 1 10 cents. So this is 10 cents. It's a lot. This is 10 cents, just 2. Or I could just have 10 cents in one way, like that. So they're very convenient, right? Okay, so let's say I want to have 25 cents. I could either count out 25 1 cents, and that would be way too much. And this is one of the reasons why it's not seen or used as much anymore. So I'm gonna put those to the side. I could count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 cents. So this right here is 25 cents, which some Belizean people like to call it shilling, right? But the correct name for it is 25 cents. So this represents 25 cents. Now, would you like to have all of these coins with you? You can also smallen it by taking 2 10 cents, 10 and 10, 20, plus 5 cents. This is also 25 cents. So instead of having all 5 of these, you can shorten it like this. But even better, to have 25 cents, you could just have one of these. This represents 25 cents. So 5 cents makes 25 cents. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Or I could have 2 10 cents, 10, 20, and 5 to make 25 cents. Or I can just have the 25 cents. Now, what if I want to have 50 cents? To show it in the 5 cents, I would have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So if I wanted 50 cents in 5 cents, I would need to have all of these just to have 50 cents. Or I could have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If I wanted to have it in 10 cents, I could have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I could have this. So this is a lot and this is less. But what if I just wanted to have 2 25 cents? 2 25 cents also, 25 plus 25 gives me 50. So the bigger the value of the cents go, the less shingles and money and cents you have to have with you. Imagine if you had to have all of these just to get 50 cents. That's not very convenient. Same with this. So you can either just have 2 25 cents and you get 50 cents. Or you can have the 50 cents. You see, it's bigger. Look at these two. The 50 cents is bigger than the 25 cents. And if you flip it, it tells you it's 50 cents. So instead of having 2 25 cents, I could just have 50 cents. See, the bigger it gets, the less you have. Now imagine if you want to have $1, right? These are not very common. You can't find these much around anymore. I only have one. I can't find any more around. So if I want to have $1, I could use 4 25 cents, 25 and 25, 50, 25 and 25, 50. All together, it makes 100, 50 and 50, 100. So 100 cents gives us $1. Now imagine if we had to have all of these, 100 of these 1 cents just to have $1. How much money, how heavy would the money be if we wanted to carry around $5? That's why we switched over to paper, right? I would have to have 101 of these just to make $1. Or I would need to have, let's find out, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Now I would have to have this much, 5 cents, just to make $1. This is a lot to carry around just for $1. And with the 25 cents, I would need to have 4 of that, right? 4 25 cents to make $1. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I only have 70 of these, so I can't make $1 unless I add some 5 cents, right? So these are not very convenient. It's very easy to have the dollar if you need $1. And we went into paper money because imagine if you wanted 100 of these dollars. You would have to have 100 of this just to have $100, and that would be heavy and cause a lot of noise. So instead, we went to paper money, which is easier and more convenient. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to write the money. We want to know that our cents goes on the right side and the dollars go on the left side. What separates them is the decimal. As long as we see decimal and numbers over the right side, we will know that it's cent. If the number is over the dollar side, we will know that it's dollars. So let's look at an example. I have 10 cents, 5 cents, and 1 cent. I always want to start counting from the biggest cents. So 10 plus 5 is 15, and 15 plus 1 is 16. So to write that, I will write 1, 6, make sure it's after the decimal on the left side, and I use the sign, which is the cent sign. I need to make sure it's on the right side, right? On the right side. I put 16 and I use my cent sign. Let's look at another example. I have $1 and I want to count this. So I have $1. So I'm going to put my dollar here on the left side, decimal, and then I have some cents here. I want to organize it by the biggest. Okay, so this is 10 plus 5, 15 plus 5, 20. 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, because these are 1 cent. So I have $1.22. Want to put my cent sign, it's like a C with a line through it. And I also want to add my dollar sign, which is like an S with a line through it. Let's do one more. So I have them arranged by the biggest going to the smallest. So 25 plus 25 gives me 50. And then 50 plus 25 is 75. Now 75 plus 5, that would give you 80. If you want, you can say 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80 using your fingers. 80, 81, 82. So I have 82 cents here. So I'm going to put my decimal and I write it on the right. 82, like a C line, 82 cents. Right? So now, please take out your math notebook. I'm going to put some money here and I want you to count it and tell me how much it is. Okay, so I have a 5 cents. Write number 1 in your book and tell me how much this is. These are 1 cent over here, and this is a 5 cents. Only this here. How much is this? Write it in your book and write number 1. Pause the video if you need to count. Okay, next one. I added some more 5 cents. How much is this? Write number 2 and tell me how much that is. Okay. Number 3. Number 3 and write down how much that is. Okay. Number 4. Write down number 4 and tell me how much that is. This is a 10 cents. Okay, number 5. Write down number 5 and tell me how much that is. These are 10 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent. Okay, number 6. Write down number 6 and tell me how much this is. Okay, number 7. Write down number 7 and tell me how much this is. Okay, number 8. Write down number 8 and tell me how much this is. These are 10 cents. Okay, let me flip it. Okay, number 9. Write down number 9 and tell me how much this is. This is a 10 cent. Okay, number 10. Let me try to line it up for you. These are all 5 cents here, right? Write down number 10 and tell me how much that is. When you're finished, take a picture and send it to me.